Have you ever walked away from a conversation feeling drained, confused, or even guilty without really knowing why? Manipulators are masters at getting into our heads and staying there, but knowledge is power. Today, we're breaking down 5 psychological tricks manipulators use to control others, and more importantly, how to resist them. Let's dive in. Number 1, gaslighting. Gaslighting is a form of psychological abuse where the manipulator makes you doubt your own memory, perception, or sanity. It starts small. They'll say things like, "I never said that," or "You're just being sensitive." Over time, you start questioning your own reality, and once you do that, you're easier to control. How to resist. Document conversations, especially when things feel off. Trust your gut. Feelings are valid, even if someone else denies them. Set boundaries with people who consistently make you question yourself. Example: imagine telling a friend they hurt your feelings, and instead of listening, they say, "Wow, you're so dramatic." That's gaslighting in disguise. Number 2, love bombing. It feels like a dream. Endless compliments, constant texts, fast-tracked intimacy. But it's not love, it's manipulation. Manipulators use this technique to overwhelm you with affection, so you let your guard down. Once you're hooked, the switch flips. How to resist. Be cautious when someone moves too fast emotionally. Notice how they react when you set boundaries. Real love respects space. It doesn't demand constant attention. For example, you meet someone new. They text you 24/7, say you're meant to be after 2 days, and talk about moving in within a month. Feels flattering? It's a red flag. Number 3, guilt tripping. Manipulators often twist your empathy into a weapon. They'll say things like, "After all I've done for you," or "I guess I just care more than you do." The goal? Make you feel bad so you'll give in. How to resist. Separate guilt from responsibility. You can be empathetic without being manipulated. Ask yourself, am I actually doing something wrong, or am I just being made to feel that way? Practice saying no without explaining yourself. For example, a friend wants a favor you can't do. Instead of accepting it, they say, "Wow, I guess I just expected more from you." Classic guilt trip. Number 4, the silent treatment. It may look like someone just needs space, but when used deliberately, silence becomes a punishment. It's about control. You're left feeling anxious, desperate, and willing to do anything to fix it, even when you're not the one who caused the problem. How to resist. Don't chase. If someone is ignoring you as punishment, step back. Communicate clearly once. If they don't respond, give them space on your own terms. Silence should never be used to manipulate, only to reflect or cool down. For example, after a small disagreement, they cut off contact for days. No reply, no explanation, just silence. And you're the one apologizing for something they did wrong. Number 5, triangulation. This is when a manipulator brings a third person into the conflict to make you feel isolated or ganged up on. They might say things like, "Even Sarah thinks you're overreacting," or "Everyone agrees with me, you're the problem." It's meant to make you question your perspective and feel outnumbered. How to resist. Stay focused on your direct relationship with the person. Call it out. Let's not bring others into this. Let's talk about us. Refuse to engage in gossip or drama. For example, you argue with your partner. The next day they say, "I talked to my mom and my sister. They both think you're over the line." It's not resolution, it's manipulation. Manipulators use psychology to control, confuse, and consume. But the more you recognize the patterns, the harder it is for them to work on you. Remember, trust your instincts, set firm boundaries, and never let anyone make you feel small for speaking your truth. If you found this helpful, hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to hear this. And comment below, which of these manipulation tactics have you encountered? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and remember, awareness is your best defense.